What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkstrider, and last night we had PlayStation State of Play, and honestly, during it, I was expecting there to be a Ghost of Tsushima 2 announcement, a date, some CGI, maybe some gameplay. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, and honestly, there are a lot of people that were on board with that really thought, predicted, put money down that that's where we were going to be seeing. Obviously it didn't come to fruition, but it got me thinking. Now, if you guys have been following me on my live streams, you've seen where like I start talking about Ghost of Tsushima, Assassin's Creed Shadows, the parallels between them, the differences between them, why I think that Shadows went the way that it did. A lot of people think that, it was DEI, it had to do with, trying to be progressive and everything like that. In all honesty, I kind of feel, that they really wanted to stand out, that they wanted to be different from Ghost of Tsushima, especially if Ghost of Tsushima 2 was coming out. Now, I also say a lot, and I've been commenting this. I have this sneaking suspicion that Ghost of Tsushima comes out. Let's say we know what November 15th is when Assassin's Creed Shadows is coming out, and then it's earlier by 3 days if you have like one of the higher echelons of the editions and whatnot. But let's say Ghost of Tsushima was coming out in October. Pick a day, any day in October. Let's say it's even like somewhere around October 15th. Let's say it's a month earlier than Assassin's Creed Shadows. I keep saying that I believe that Ubisoft would move Assassin's Creed Shadows up. Instead of November, you're coming out in October, hold my beer, we're coming out in September. I guarantee it. I have this feeling, and you know what's really crazy is I have that feeling because as I'm watching what's going on and all these other samurai games coming out or that have been out, I keep thinking of Cyberpunk 2077. When Cyberpunk 2077 came out or announced that they were coming out, I believe that Ubisoft moved Valhalla up, I want to say by 2 weeks at least. At least by 2 weeks, they moved up their game. Why? Because they wanted to beat out Cyberpunk 2077. There was so much hype around Cyberpunk, and they decided to move Valhalla up. Now, Valhalla was not a perfect game. It came out a lot of bugs, a lot of problems. I don't know if they were ready, if it was polished, and they just moved it up. Cyberpunk 2077, obviously, it was not polished. It had a bunch of problems. A lot of people were complaining about it. Me personally, I didn't see too many bugs. I saw some funny things go on, like some, T poses and, like cars floating and characters disappearing and reappearing, but it wasn't it's so bad where like it was game breaking like Valhalla was. Now, Shadows, I don't feel the same way. I don't feel that Shadows is not polished. I kind of feel like it is. I kind of feel like they will do some last minute things here and there, but I don't think that it's an unpolished game. I don't think that it's problematic. But then again, I could be wrong. We all know that like when these games come out, I say it all the time with Assassin's Creed games, the first month is always choppy. I have so much footage from Odyssey for the first month where everything was like broken, not really game breaking, but like really funky things would happen. It was kind of funny. You would have to reset the game or whatever, and it would work. Origins, I really didn't have any problems with. But Valhalla was kind of disappointing with all the bugs, and then we all know that the games prior to Origins did have some issues. We know Bethesda puts out really buggy games initially. then they fix it. Usually it takes a month for them to like, make patches for these games and repair them and whatnot. So initially I'm not too worried. But I really do think that had they announced Ghost of Tsushima, and regardless of how much closer Ghost was to release than Shadows, I kind of feel like they would move Shadows up. And that's just my thought. I think that that's what they would do. They would seriously, seriously look into like having it released closer. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Do you guys think that I'm right? Do you think that they would move it up? Do you think that they would just leave it alone? Or do you think that they would move it up and it's not polished? If it is polished, do you think that they would move it up sooner? Or do you think that Ghost of Tsushima, regardless, is just going to rule? It doesn't matter if the game comes out before or after Shadows. It's just going to dominate. People are going to forget about Shadows as soon as Ghost of Tsushima comes out. Let me hear your thoughts. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one.
Ya yeet!